Hello and welcome to HD32PLAY. Today we're going to be doing things a little bit differently for a game review, and it's just going to be images of the game. This is for two reasons. Number one, the game will not let me record using fraps in it. That's probably because they don't want people to know how bad it is. And two, I just really don't want to play that game anymore. It's horrendous. So yeah, if you're looking for a short and sweet review, there it is. This game is horrendous. Do not play it. Right, for the people that want to stay around a bit longer, here's a sort of a look into it. Basically, it's basically Dark Souls Online. These guys said, Dark Souls was good, maybe we should make Dark Souls 2 online and call it Wizardry Online and use the plotline from Wizardry. Wizardry, for anyone that doesn't know, was an old team-based RPG, kind of like the Might and Magic series of games, but a bit more strict and boring. I preferred Might and Magic a lot more than I did the Wizardry games. But Wizardry 8 was like the big one. I played that. It was a good game, to be honest. Nothing bad really about it. A nice little, team-based RPG. But yeah, basically they've just hijacked the name Wizardry and slapped it onto this. It's made by Gamepot and SOE. SOE, who I do like. I play a lot of PlanetSide, that's them. Play a lot of DC Universe Online, that's them. SOE produces, well, not produces, but, publishes and runs good games. But this one is just not great. So anyway, like I said, it's a bit like Dark Souls Online. Basically, the whole premise is that there's permadeath in the game, and basically when you die, you get to, you have to run back to like a thing, like a soul statue to get your basically body back. And basically, the more times you get hit on the way there, the less chance you have of getting your body back. And if you fail, that's it, permadeath. So already, it's not a great sort of concept. I mean, there's a lot of people that would like that. It's hardcore, but it's just not going to be very rewarding at all. Permadeath it works in some sort of levels. Like, for example, if you're playing a role-playing game, as in a proper role-playing game, and this will be a server where, people do actually play their characters, and it's not so focused on just getting the levels and, building up your character. People role-play permadeath in certain situations just because it fits the storyline that they're going for or something like that. That's when permadeath works. Permadeath is not going to work in a free-to-play RPG where people just want to get the highest levels and stuff. It's not really going to work. Also, a free-to-play RPG requires the large numbers. A large number of people aren't going to be playing this game since it's so hardcore. So that's that out of the way. The initial concept already is flawed. Now, maybe this would be salvageable if the game was any decent, but it's not. The gameplay is horrible. Basically, you've got the option to use keyboard or a very badly implemented Xbox 360 controller. There's no sort of actual special menus for navigating around in the controller. The option is just there. Now, if this game ran with a controller and had special menus like, the Dark Souls menu system, it would have worked well. Well, the gameplay would have worked well. That's not if I'll get onto that later. But anyway, it would have worked well. And instead, what we've got is clunky mouse and keyboard controls, which just really, really suck. There's so many different things you can do. Basically, imagine like World of Warcraft just made sort of, how can I put it, horrible. It's like the World of Warcraft control scheme. WSD to move, you use your mouse to sort of aim and move your camera, and you've got your buttons to use skills, but it just feels clunky and horrible, and it does not really work very well. The graphics look really dated. I can run them on the highest settings, because obviously I've got a badass rig. No, my rig can run it on the highest settings, but even then, it's sort of, it gets slowdown and stuff, and that's with the terrible graphics it has. So, bad graphics. What else? What else can I say about this game? It's just old. It looks dated. It's only just come out for release. Open beta release anyway, and it looks old as hell. There were a lot of problems on launch with stuff like logging in issues and loading times and things like that, which they say they're going to fix, and I believe them because SOE usually does get them things sorted out. But it's just not good enough. The game as a whole is just it's just a terrible package. It's a terrible, terrible game. Yeah, the combat's weak. It's basically just hit, block, block, block. It's got none of the kind of flair of Dark Souls, even though that's what it's trying to be. Dark Souls had you running and dodging around and trying to get behind the enemy's back. This, you seriously just run up to an enemy, hit him a few times, then block. Hit him a few times, then block. It's and then the quests as well. The quests are bad. Like, you start the game, and the first quest you get in order to pass the test of being a soul or whatever, you have to do a fetch quest. It's like, go and talk to her and bring back this. I mean, come on, you're meant to be introducing like a really hardcore game. You could have had like, plop you straight into a dungeon, like fight your way out or something. That would have been sick. But no, instead you start off in the average town we've all seen before, and you have to do a fetch quest. It's it's just broken. It's a bad game. I would not recommend anyone play it, even if you like the look of it. I mean, you know what? If you like the look of it, try it out. But you're going to be disappointed. I was very hyped about this game. In fact, I wasn't following it that much, but I knew about it and I was hyped. And then when I saw it was open, I was like, yes, let's do this straight away. And within the first 5 minutes, I was disappointed. Yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I've got on this one. If you've got any questions or comments about this appalling game, put them down below. If you want to hate on me for not... I mean, I will fully agree, and I'll even put this at the start. I played this game for about half an hour, 40 minutes. If you want to judge me based on that and say, well, it gets amazing later or whatever, then fine, go ahead. But from what I can see from them first 30, 40 minutes, it's just bad. It's horrible. And I mean, no amount of patches or, updates are going to fix, well, what is, for one, a bad engine, bad graphics, bad gameplay. They're never going to be able to fix that. This game will die very, very shortly. I can pretty much guarantee it. In fact, I'll place money on it. If anyone wants to have a bet with me, this is any of my regular subscribers. I'm not going to do this over, normal. If anyone wants to have a bet with me, just PM me, and we'll call it $10, like £6 or whatever. If you want to say that this game will survive for, we'll give it 6 months. If this game will be still around 6 months from now, I will give you £6 or $10, either one. If not, you have to give it me. Yeah. How about that? We'll do that. If anyone wants to PM me and take up that bet, then fair enough. But yeah, this game's horrible, guys. You don't want to play it. You don't want to even bother trying to download it. It's 2 gigabytes of crap. Yeah, there we go, guys. That's my review. Any questions or comments, post them down below. Do my best to answer you. And subscribe for more. I'll be reviewing more better games tomorrow, which I can probably actually film. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and see you around.